Oh, don't look pretty. Like olden days pretty, not nowadays pretty. Okay, the caravan master finishes addressing the group. His bushy red moustache and sagging jowls quiver as if for emphasis. Wow.
Everybody stays close to the wagons, got it? Stay out of the woods, and beasts take you if you are planning a stroll through those ruins up there.
He nods towards a looming black mass in the hillside.
The whole area's crawling with hut-dwelling types who'd be happy to stick an axe in you for trespassing. So mind that you don't track mud on their sacred blazing rocks.
I'll certainly try.
Tonight, everybody stays put, and in the morning we'll get the path cleared. Gilded Vale's less than a day out. Understood?
At last, the caravan master turns to you, frowning as he looks you over. Because I'm
Touch of the
dying.
rumbling rot, could be.
Ugh.
There's a stinging beetle round here, carries it. You'll be fine once it passes your innards. Unless you don't drink water, of course. Which case you'll be dead in a day.
Bloody hell. Have I basically got dysentery?
There's a berry grows in these parts, small and pink, called a springberry. About the size of a fingernail. Give you cramps if you eat it, but the frontiersmen make a tea from it. Calms the insides. Should get you through the night. You might check around, see if you can find some. Meanwhile, I'll see if we can scare you up some water.
Awesome. I'm not very well and I have to go find berries.
I know
That's
you
so
want
cool.
to hunt before it gets much darker. But see about refilling our water first. Got a sick one here.
That's in my direction, yeah, because I'm dying. Sparfell nods and slides the warm bow over his shoulder. Okay. Where would I find these
They
berries?
grow on a bush that's common round here, kind of funny looking. You'll know it when you see it. Doubt you'd have to go far off the road to find one.
Okay, so those ruins. I want to know about those ruins.
Nothing you won't see on half the hills of Air Glonfoth. Money to be made selling their knickknacks in Defiance Bay, if you don't mind getting stuck with Glonfoth and arrows now and again. They didn't build them, but I'll be the effigy if they don't watch them like a mother bear. Of course, all the ones around here have been ransacked 10 times over. Got nothing left worth half a pawn, so I hear.
Your character's attributes, skills, class, race, culture, and sex may all open up options for you in dialogue. These options are not necessarily superior to the other responses, but give you a wider variety of choices to select from. The manner in which someone responds to your choices depends on their individual personality and attitude. Okay. So, is it dangerous out here?
Not if you hurry about your business,
Oh, fair dues.
and not if the weather holds up.
There is concern in his tone, but he does not elaborate. Okay. What are these
They
huge
don't
rocks
got
about?
Adra where you come
What
from?
are these?
Well, it just grows up out of the ground like this. Goes deep like tree roots. Some of it all the way to the heart of the world, you believe the stories.
Oh, of course, a growing rock.
It's more like a shell than a proper rock. Easier to work if you're a mason. Got all kinds of strange properties. Seems to have some kind of life of its own. Dies if it gets dug up. Loses its luster. Folks think it probably grew at one point or another, but not these days.
Oh, wow.
The soul butchers in Defiance Bay use it for different things. I've heard tell it can hold a man's soul, but I don't care to see it. Got enough to worry about without seeing something like that.
Oh, man. Is it all voice acted? That's really cool if it is.
Hold on. Take someone with you. I know you're not some helpless tenderfoot, not like most of this lot. But you drop dead, I don't want to be looking for the body. Got a schedule to keep.
Okay, he scans over the travellers, resting his eyes at length on a sturdy, armour-clad woman who has spent the journey's night sleeping on uneven ground without blanket or pillow. Oh, she's a badass.
Kalisha. Kalisha!
The woman looks up on her own time. What? The woman looks up on her own time.
He needs to find some springberries. Watch that he doesn't drop dead.
No promises.
She loves me.
What kind of guide says something like that?
Kind you can afford.
Don't listen to her. You're in good
Burn.
hands. And I pay too well, if anything. Off with you. Hayden should have supplies. See that you're equipped before you head out. We're in harsh country. Get your berries and hurry back. And if you get so much as a tickle of wind, you drop everything and you run. Something in the air tonight. If it's a Beawick, we'll shelter in the ruins. Hut dwellers be damned.
A Beawick? Oh my lord. Guess we need to see Hoden. Okay, who's Hoden?
You heard the man. Let's get going before you keel over.
Oh god, stuff's happening. Everyone's running around. Welcome to Pillars of Eternity. If this is your first visit to the world of Aura, You may want to watch these windows to become familiar with the tools and interfaces available to you. Okie dokie. So how do I... So that's me. Feisty. Kalisha. Caravaneer. Caravana. Oh, where's this Hoda man then?
Sure.
Oh, just click. Fast mode. Oh, that's cool, so you can set him up. Who's this guy? Hoden, there he
Anyone
is.
need supply?
You see a man wearing simple but mostly neat clothes. He's transfixed, however, by a ragged tear in the seam of his tunic.
What a whole wagon full of goods to sell, but not enough shirts for the road.
Oh, he scratches one cheek with his knuckles. It's covered with uneven stubble, as if he hasn't quite gotten used to shaving on the road.
Say, is there anything you need? I've got some basic traveling supplies for sale if you'd like to take a look.
Okay, so let's see what you've got. Okay, so stores allow you to trade and sell your items for copper pieces, or items in the store's inventory. Merchants buy items from you at a greatly reduced price. If you sell something, you may see it appear in the store's inventory with a much higher cost. Stores periodically refresh their inventories. Okay, so I want, have I got, what money have I got? So I've got 100. So I want a battle axe. Have I got a shield somewhere? Medium shield. Lockpicks. So I've read that one, that's cool. What do I want? So I've got 100, so I can buy a sword and board or a single happen. That makes sense. I want to have a flail. Do I? A rod? My word. Medium or small? Let's go for medium. And trade. Boom, nailed it. What's this mean? I don't know. I'll do that later. Okay, so I've got my sword. Have I equipped it?
Yeah?
How do I get to a character sheet?
What you need?
Okay, how do I...
Yeah?
I'll select everyone like that. Let's get a character sheet. Which one's character sheet? Inventory. There we go. So I've got... Oh, I've already got it. Oh, man! Oh, why didn't I look at this before? Oh, I just bought the exact same bloody thing. What a doofus. Oh, balls. Wasted my money.
Sure.
Oh, arse. So where do I want to go now? I want to find some berries. Where are the berries? Where are them berries at? Give me your berries. I can't go that way. Can I go down here? What's down here? Ooh, let's have a look at this. Sap oozes from the jagged wound on its trunk.
Not
Ooh.
looking forward to trying to lift that thing tomorrow.
It's going to be exhausting. Oh, one was... Ooh, horses. I'm inside the horse. Okay, so it's not that way. Let's waste my time. Ooh, exploration is key in Pillars of Eternity. As you make your way through the Eastern Reach, open the area map to see what parts of the map you've already been to and what's left to explore. Okie dokie, what's that? Sparfell. Hello, Sparfell.
I'll have your water soon enough. Stream's not going anywhere.
Alright, don't get shirty. Okay, so I'm looking for an oddly shaped bush. that an oddly shaped bush? Oh, a deer. Come back. Come back, I want to eat you. Oh! Is that good? The corpse is cold to the touch and a ripe smell wafts from its putrid waves. Ugh. A dark crusted bloodstain besmirches its simple linen clothing. Do I want that one? Ooh! Oh, a lockpick. Thank you very much. Leather armour. It's not as good as mine. I'll leave it. Okay. Oh, is this a bush? Do the berries live? No. Okay, let's go up here instead. And let's go over here. I said to look at the map, didn't it? Map. Oh, helpful. I wonder how obvious it makes the stuff I need to find. Is it going to glow? Or do I literally just have to look around, mousing over everything until I find... Oh, what's that? What's that? Is that it? Burned lady? Burned lady added to the stash. Is that what the plant's called? Or was it just a very subtle...
Let's check by those outcroppings.
Burnt lady. Oh! Game paused. Cool. Pillars of Eternia Combat uses a pausable real-time system because you will often manage more than one character at a time. It's a good idea to pause the game, issue orders and resume real-time to see the orders play out. The options menu also contains many choices for automatic pausing when certain conditions are met, e.g. the start of combat. Okay, it's the start of combat, so what do? So I select him, and I want him to beat the shit out of that guy. It looks like he's done. And this one is currently walking. I want her to beat the shit out of this guy as well.
Yeah?
Get him! Oh, it is space. Cool. One of the characters has been engaged in melee. When characters are engaged, they immediately stop moving. If they move again, they will provoke a disengagement attack from the enemies engaging them. Your characters will also automatically engage enemies when they initiate attacks against them with melee weapons. Okay, that sounds feasible. Can I turn? Oh no, not what I'm doing. No. Okay. Can I rotate it round? No, I can't. Okay. All characters in the game, friend and foe, have 4 primary defenses against attacks: deflection, fortitude, reflex, and will. These defenses are based on the character's attribute levels, items, and other effects. Accuracy is compared to the appropriate defenses with an attack when an attack is made. If accuracy is below the target defense, the attack suffers a penalty to the... Oh, I scrolled too fast. If actually below the target defense, the attack suffers a penalty to the roll and is more likely to result in a miss. If accuracy is above the targeted defense, the attack is more likely to result in a crit. Fair enough. All attacks do damage. Damage reduction, and enemies' damage reduction reduces the incoming damage, blah blah blah. If you are having difficulty hurting an enemy, try switching to a weapon or attack that does a different type of damage. Okay. Most enemies are strong against 1 or 2 damage types and weak against a similar number. Okay. That sounds feasible. So I'm definitely doing damage to this guy. Yeah, kick his ass. Take that, Wolfie. Boom. Oh, wolf hide. Yes, please. So that's it's got flies all over it. Yeah. Oh, let's set both people. Oh, bush. Yes. As you receive quests, your journal will update with relevant information. If you ever get stuck, open it up to review the notes. Okie dokie. You've seen your fair share of action. What did you do before you came out here? I was a blade for hire. Yeah? How did you happen to come here? I've never been much good at anything else. I've never been much good at anything else. You do what you can to survive. What else can someone be expected to do? Exactly. Been a long time since I've been this way, but I always did like it. Lord Redrick's offer makes a girl think. I'll give him that. You here to settle like the rest of this lot? Not given much thought. No harm in that. Might as well see the place first. So you must have some other plan in mind for coming this way. So why did I come this way? Let's think about it. Yeah, I'm looking for some adventure. I want to test my sword and my metal. You should hook up with an expedition. Some of the bigger towns send regular groups out to unexplored places, as long as you don't mind a little danger. Anyway, I'm wasting time here. Adem will give me an earful. Let's be on our way. Alright, let's get back to camp. You know, I wouldn't hold my breath. That Sparthal's getting you water anytime soon. He does what he feels like. When he feels like it. You should check up on him first. Slap him around a little. String's just down that way. Come on, let's get to your water.